So right now, guys, we have a simple rational expression that they ask us to simplify. And in order to simplify, we're gonna first of all factor it first, factor the denominator and factor the numerator, and then cancel the like term. So we're gonna start by the first one, which is the top of the fraction, the top of the expression called the numerator. So in order to factor, so we're gonna write it again. It's not necessary to write it again, but I just do it. Or square plus 6 or negative 16. So we're gonna use the AC method. So we're gonna say which numbers or what numbers when you multiply them is gonna give you negative 16, and when you add them it's gonna give you 6. And the numbers I'm thinking about are 8 and 2. But is it think negative a will be negative, yeah, it won't be negative a, it will be positive 8 and negative 2, because we want to keep the greater sign, which is the positive, so we can't put the negative in front of the 8, so it will be in front of the 2, because the middle term is a positive number. So we're gonna do it this way. The numbers are 8 and negative 2, so we're gonna factor the expression by doing by putting first of all parentheses or inside and positive 8 and negative 2. So we're gonna check it out. In order to check it out, so we're gonna do the in and out method. So we're gonna multiply the inner, which is gonna give us 8, or multiply the outer, which is gonna give us negative 2, or, and the final result will be 6, or positive 6, or, which is the same thing as the middle term. So the numbers that we pick are the good numbers. It's a quick and easy way to find out if the numbers that you choose are good or bad numbers. So yeah, it doesn't really take a lot of time, so please guys do it. So we're gonna do the same thing for the denominator. We're gonna factor it out using the AC method. So we have r squared negative 8 or plus 12. So our AC will be, in this case, 12, and our B term is negative 8. So the question are what numbers when I multiply them it will give me 12, and when I add them it's gonna give me negative 8. And the numbers that I'm thinking about are 12 and negative 8, 2 and 4, 6 and 2, 6 and 2. The numbers that I'm thinking about are 6 and 2, but the greater sign is positive. It's gonna be negative 6 and negative 2. Why is it gonna be negative 6 and negative 2? 6 and 2, when you add them, it's not gonna give you negative 8. But when you do add negative 6 and negative 2, it's gonna give you negative 8. And when you multiply them, negative by the negative, so the sign will switch to positive, which is the positive sign that we have in front of the positive 12. So that's why we have the negative 6 and the negative 2. So we're gonna write it as a factor, parentheses, or negative 6 and or negative 2. So there you have it. So we factor out the first section of the fractional expression. We're gonna say expression. We factor the first section of the expression, and the second section of the expression, the denominator and the numerator. So right now we will simplify the expression that we have. And in order to simplify the expression, so we're just gonna cancel out the term that I like. The terms that I like are the terms that we find at the top and at the bottom at the same time. And those terms are or negative 2, or negative 2 at the top, and or negative 2 at the bottom. So we're gonna cancel that out. We're gonna cancel the or negative 2, and we end up with the or plus a over or negative 6, and that's gonna be our final answer. That's gonna be the simplified version of the rational expression that they gave us at the beginning. So I hope that it was clear. I'll see you guys